instances of paranormal phenomena have been reported in this desolate place. Events that may reflect the area's tragic past.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Ninjas Podcast, where we talk all things paranormal. I'm Ken James, and this is Jason McKittrick.
Hey, folks.
And if we get on out and dull in the dark, we want to talk about it. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have done it again. We went on our annual Spirit Halloween trip.
We sure did.
Yeah, we sure did. And boy, oh boy, we're going to get into it. But before we get into that, we're going to go to me for tonight's jump scare. All right, thanks, Ken.
You are a jump scare.
So I didn't even, yeah, I am. And I didn't tell Jay this one. This happened randomly. So
Yeah.
there's a project I've been working on feverishly. It's been a year. I'm in my crunch time. We're almost there. And I can't really give all the details out yet. But my recording setup. It's now I since moved it from my living room back into my bedroom.
Yeah.
Because of sound, Jay has heard a lot of the songs and the voices I make and the things that I do are not so compatible with neighbors, if that makes sense. Things like, look at me! Things like that happen. And so I had to move it away, my whole setup away, which was a daunting task. But I want to say 2 weeks ago, it's Tuesday night.
A fortnight.
A fortnight, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, no. A fortnight's 2 weeks, I believe. Or 2 months? 2 months? 2 months?
I think it's
2 weeks. It is 2 weeks. A fortnight. Yeah, you're right. Right. So a fortnight ago, I'm just trying to get this thing done, right? It's a lot of work. So I'm listening to a take I just did on something. It's music. So I'm listening to a take I just did, and I have my phone out because I'm going over a couple different details and things. And to my left is my whole setup, my screen, my computer, my studio monitors, which are speakers. Everything's there. And so my left is that way, and to my right, I'm facing my doorway of the bedroom.
Okay.
Which is the hallway to the bathroom, where
Yeah.
things have been seen. I'm sitting there, and out of the corner of my eye, I see what is pretty much my wife walk in the bedroom. It's about at her height. Yeah. It's her height, comes in, and goes behind me. The bed's behind me, and there's a space from where my desk is to the bed. So I'm still on my phone. I'm like, oh. And I spin my chair around to see what's up, see how she's doing, because she usually watches her shows, doing whatever she does.
Yeah.
It's just my dog Bruce there.
Ghost Beeb?
It seemed to be her. Her height, maybe even a little taller. My mind goes, oh, Britt came in.
Yeah.
She's behind me.
Yeah.
I turn, it's just my dog Bruce. It's weird, dude.
That is weird.
And I look at him, and he's like, his tail's wagging. He's just looking at me. And I'm like, "Yo, what's up, dude?" I'm like, Beeb.
And was she home? Or
yeah,
not?
yeah, she was
okay.
home. So I get up. She didn't leave the couch.
Huh.
And I was like, "Yo."
All right.
But
same area, right? That you usually see the weirdness.
Yes. But the thing was, the crazy part was, it walked.
Yeah.
I didn't see my dog. I saw this thing and height.
Right.
And you imagine turning and you're expecting to see your wife, and it's just the dog. So you have that moment where you're looking straight forward.
Yeah.
No one's there. You look down. There's your happy dog.
Okay.
Just like, hey man, love me.
Yeah.
He's like, someone brought me in here to come hang out with you.
Is your wife an anamorph?
Well, they were both there.
Ah, okay.
She might be a witch, though. We don't know.
Okay.
She has all those, remember? all the jars and spices?
That is true. But
when
you
we
have
first
issues
started
with
the
witches.
podcast. It's true. Maybe not.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep. There it is.
No, but it was weird, dude. It was really weird, and like, it was a total like kind of like movie moment where like you're expecting the person to be there, and like I whipped around. I think I went to say something funny, like like, and it was like, oh, it's just Bruce, who's like way lower than she would have been. And that's when I got up and I was like, babe, and she's like, no, I didn't go in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Because it was seconds, because I was like, oh, I finished up here.
Yeah.
Went to turn, and just my fucking silly dog's face.
Yeah.
Silly Bruce,
Silly ass.
Silly ass Bruce.
Yeah.
He was just like, hey,
All right.
I was supposed to come hang out with you. What's up? Like,
Right.
someone walked me in here,
Interesting.
and it was weird. It wasn't like a scary thing. It was only scary because when I turned to expect my wife there, it was just
So because Beeb is a witch, she astrally projected herself off the couch, walked Bruce into your
to
room
get him away.
to get him away from her.
Yes.
And then she just
Went back to the couch and was
right.
like,
What?
What are you talking about? You're crazy.
Yeah.
Go back to making those spooky songs of yours.
Yeah. Cracked it wide open.
Cracked it wide open. We did.
There you go.
Investigations with Other Dangerous Podcast. Case 1. Brittany's a witch.
There it is.
There it is. All right, guys. So that was my jump scare. That's something that happened recently.
I'm so scared.
You should be, man. I jumped at you and it was scary. That was scary. All right, so we did it, guys. We took our annual trip to Spirit Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jay, what did you notice with the themes?
So they do these themes every year, which kind of like the animatronics belong to it. And you'll have a couple like yard, I don't know, decorations that'll go along with it. And this year the theme is cemetery.
Yes.
Right? But like not really, because that might be what the cardboard standees that hold like the animatronics say, like, oh, like the spirit cemetery or whatever. Yeah. But then, you see the one with the cracked head. It's like, okay, that works. Yeah. Then there's the pumpkin. It's like, okay. And then you go around the corner. It's like a clown kid with knives. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that wasn't functional.
That was not functional. And then there was the clown that was just like a torso that had, which was a cool effect. But like,
it's cool.
It's a clown. What does that have to do with the cemetery?
I guess they're everywhere. Because that's the thing. Because you'll get to that point later.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, and like, also I feel like the theme now is underwhelming.
Well, yes, and I knew it was going to be underwhelming because as soon as we walked up, the picture on the outside of the store was a little girl dressed up as Wednesday Addams.
From Netflix.
Yes, with her arms crossed, like... And that's exactly how I felt after I left.
Exactly. And I remember you were walking up, you're like, oh, even she doesn't want to be wearing
even
that.
she doesn't even want to be on this thing.
All right, so I guess you know what? I guess I'll kick this off because and here's how we're gonna do it this time. We're not gonna organize them. We're just gonna go through. Jay took the pictures of all the things that we pointed out that we liked and disliked. Yeah. I'm just gonna randomly the ones I have. I'll tell you if I dislike it or like it, and Jay will do the same.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with this one. Boy, oh boy, and I'll tell you why. So recently, Sci-Fi Channel's just been on the background at work. And they play from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. just the worst movies. That's their thing now, I guess, because it's summertime, I guess.
I don't know.
But I never watched it before, and then I hear it, and I turn and I look, and then I get back to my station. From the Purge election year, there's this chick called, I don't know, they call it like the Baby Doll Girl or something.
Okay.
Or whatever. It's this girl.
Is it their version of like Harley Quinn?
I guess.
Okay.
I guess, but what it is so it's this girl in the beginning of the movie. She's in this guy's shop and she's trying to steal a candy bar.
Okay.
To which she gets called out by the owner. She starts like getting thug and like threatening.
Okay.
And she's like, what you gonna do to stop me? All this stuff. And then when the owner's like, oh, I'm really mad. This other chick comes out who's like apparently some like tough woman that's been around for a while. They call her like the Little Death or something.
Okay.
Oh, she's like, oh, you're my hero, blah, blah. But then later in the movie, she comes back later with this mask on.
Okay.
Which is this.
All right.
Yeah, and we'll post it.
I see her now. I see the character. I just looked at her.
And they're in a car that's completely covered in like string lights, and they're wearing these like corsets and all this stupid shit. The things that you would see a whore going to a bar wear for Halloween. And she has this dumb mask, and it's written in blood on the top, says "Kiss me."
Okay.
So she starts calling out to the guy who's defending his store, right? Who just found out that he doesn't have purge insurance because the premium went up. Swear to God, that's in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, doesn't have purge insurance. It went up, and she's like giving him this whole like, she's like, I want my candy bar. I told you I'm coming back for you. I already took care of my parents tonight. Now I'm here for you. And it's like, and there's like a cover of Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus playing in the background, and it's so infuriating. It's the state of horror movies, and it's the state of Halloween costumes, and it's kind of the state of Spirit Halloween.
Okay.
And this is my first hate piece. It was one of the first things I saw.
Okay.
And it disgusts me. Be better.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to get that out there. It's dumb mask. Get it off the shelves. And stop putting that movie on TV.
Well, unfortunately, they want to sell stuff, and it's a bankable thing because it's a girl costume, and there's not that many good. I'm not saying that this is good, but like that's a definite one that people are like, oh, that's that creepy one. I could do that one, So they must have viewed it as something that they could see as bankable, I guess.
I'm sure they were hoping for a spin-off that never took place.
I'm sure.
Sucks, but
yeah, I'm not a fan of any of those.
No, the first one's all right.
Ethan Hawke is in it.
Yeah, he is kind of like. What's his deal? What's that guy's deal?
I don't know. I've never been a fan, to be honest. Anyway,
he does that voice where you're like, what are you doing?
I don't know. Ever since Training Day, I was like, I hate this guy.
Jake.
So, what I thought was kind of cool is, we go inside and, we have all this fun stuff. It's your basic layout. We walk in there, we see Beetlejuice, we see Haunted Mansion, we see Hocus Pocus, Nightmare Before Christmas, Trick or Treat,
yeah.
all the franchises that they've
usurped.
Exactly. But to the right of the door, which I thought was kind of cool, and I don't know what their end game is here, but they had a few of those blow up inflatables for the front yard, which I know people don't always like, but they had 3 of them, and they were 3 like classic designs. It was just a straight up just a ghost, a stack of jack-o'-lanterns, and then this like creepy scarecrow sitting on a hay bale. And I was like, you know what? Those are actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I liked it because it wasn't from a franchise.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is actually pretty cool. And I don't know. I was just like, you know what? This is actually kind of cool. And like this, I was like, all right, maybe this is the sign that I'm going to think some stuff in this store is going to be good this year.
Yeah.
But
there's lots of misses and some hits. We'll go with that.
So that's what's your next?
My next. So guys, all right. So for the last couple years, I think I even mentioned in our last year's episode.
So you're gonna show the snake to the donkey right away?
yeah, I'm gonna, cause. All right, so I mentioned this one last year, I think, or I've talked about it before, but this is one of the funniest costumes that's in this place. It's called the Skelebaner, but this is the plus size version, right?
But the boner's not plus size.
The boner bone in the costume, which if you squeeze the pump, jumps forward.
Yeah.
It's the same size, but it's just a much bigger man in the costume, right? So it's like, I love that it's called the plus size Skelebaner.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they did it. They made it for us, because like, maybe I would want to wear that,
Yeah.
you know? Not some skinny dickhead,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Maybe a man of my stature wants to be the Skelebaner, you know?
Yeah.
Why not let me be the Skelebaner? Enough of these...
If you want, I could call you that for the rest of the Halloween season.
Well, it's Kenny Dump's season.
It is true. Well, September 1st.
It's true, but we only have a couple days. We're there.
We're there.
He's coming.
We're edging.
Yeah.
Kenny Dumps is edging right now. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys.
So, but no, the plus size Skelebaner costume, I made sure to mention because, man, it's just great. Too, the mask, like wearing that whole thing, the mask is so silly.
Yeah.
Like it's because it's even the mask is too small for the fat guy version of the costume.
And it's funny too, because it's like, you know what, if you're gonna the plus size one, just why don't we just upgrade them just a little bit,
Give him a little bit more.
give it a little extra. But no, he gets the same size as the regular one. It's so funny.
And the costume's he's just wearing Chuck Taylors. The costume's tucked into his Chuck Taylors.
Yes.
That guy that came for that photo shoot for that costume.
He's like, where do I stand? Just stand right here.
Yeah, and they're like, just be fat and wear the costume.
He's like, you know what? I might get some jobs from this. It's like, your face isn't showing. Nobody knows who you are.
And they're like, and the skull is way too tiny.
It is.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. They just took the same design, printed it on a bigger thing, and it just was like, hope everyone's just like,
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the next thing that I saw that I thought was actually pretty great, and maybe my favorite thing that was in there this year, is they had a full-on animatronic Mars Attacks alien.
Yeah, it was sick.
And, and his head moved, and there was like a red light inside, and the eyes lit up.
Yeah.
He's got the gun, the whole thing.
Yeah, they got the bowl over his head.
He's got the dome. It's a great looking piece.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, this is actually great. And then I looked to my right and started seeing in there all their like where the other stuff that we just mentioned before, like the Nightmare Before Christmas, the Hocus
Pocus. They have the rugs,
the rugs, the blankets,
yeah.
the candles, all that. They had Mars Attacks sprinkled in there too. So I was like, oh, okay, so this is one of their newly acquired
They're like,
licenses.
what Tim Burton thing can we pull in?
Right.
That's fringe, and
Right. So I actually, those are the first two things inside the store that I saw. I was like, you know what, those are kind of cool.
Yeah.
So.
My first one I went with hate. My second I went with love. This one is this one's badass.
Okay.
It's one of the T-shirt designs.
Right.
And it's from Halloween. It's when Michael Myers is standing between the sheets.
Yeah.
And it says, "A freak in the sheets, killer on the streets." And come on, man.
It's just stupid enough to be funny.
Exactly. And it's like, and I've seen the meme. Everyone's seen the meme, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, put the meme on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's dumb enough that I'm like, you know what? I would wear that.
Yeah.
And my wife would walk 10 feet in front of me wherever we'd go.
Yeah.
She's like, that's not my husband.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So the next thing I noticed was another animatronic, which was really weird, but also kind of like effective. It was that spindly
girl head,
like
forest creature.
Yeah, it was almost it had almost like a spindly, long-fingered witch kind of look to it.
Right,
with like a long neck that kind of went out, but then on the face it had like a baby doll face, kind of with light up eyes. And I had to give it to him because it's clearly just a dude in their shop was like, here, put this with this. But it had kind of an unsettling kind of like look to it, and like
they could have picked a better face, but I know what you're saying.
They could have, but I see what they were going for, and it scared the shit out of like 5 kids in just a little while that we were in there.
It's
so
almost like
okay.
something in a nightmare that doesn't make sense.
Right.
Yeah, I get that.
Right.
And then they had the what was it? The crawler? What do they call it? They had all the pictures, but not the animatronic. Remember they had the merchandise for it?
Well, if it was there, I would have taken a picture because it wasn't there. The crawler or the
skin crawler or whatever they called it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
And it was like one of their animatronics for the last 2 years.
And they were really trying to sell it because they had it on T-shirts, they had it on mugs, and then it wasn't in the store.
Yeah, we were like, oh, that's the thing that people liked last year.
And they just opened in the past couple of days. Like they just opened.
Yeah.
There's even spots that weren't filled in yet.
Yeah.
And
they're trying.
They're trying.
I'm sure we'll both be going to a couple more this year. It's just going to happen.
Yeah, I already got because me and Ken went today, and my wife was like, when are we going to go? I was like, so I'll probably be back there this week.
Same, I'll probably be there tomorrow.
Yeah. Just to kind of piggyback on that, because I don't want to give it the full thing, but like, dude, too much Beetlejuice stuff. I love that movie. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. That is a huge part of my childhood, but like, stop. It's so much.
Yeah.
Like, this year they're doing with Beetlejuice what they did the first year they got the Hocus Pocus license.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, and the Hocus Pocus thing, man, like, that's just a tit been milked, bro.
It really is true, and it's funny because, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a gatekeeper for this stuff. People can like whatever they want to like, right?
Yeah.
Is it true that, like, I was into that movie when it came out and loved it for years before anyone ever talked about it? Yeah, but I'm not saying that, like, I have more right to like this than anyone else.
Yeah.
I'm not like that at all.
Yeah.
People can like whatever they want to like, but, like, at this point, can we just pump the brakes on that movie a little bit? Like,
Right.
there's a sequel. If you want to pump something, pump stuff from the sequel.
Yeah.
You know, and apparently they're making another one. So, I get it, but at the same time, that franchise is not as evergreen as Nightmare Before Christmas for whatever reason. It's just
Yeah.
not. It doesn't have all that classic Halloween to it, and there's not enough
Right.
characters to pull from.
It's super 90s Halloween is the thing.
Right.
It's like it's very that time.
Yeah.
Of that time.
Yeah.
And like you know what the thing is too, it's like I was alive and watched it when it came out, so
Yeah.
other people can't. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you are that guy.
Yeah, I am that guy.
Gatekeeper Kenny.
Yeah, they call me that.
They do.
Ken the Gatekeeper.
Yeah. But then no one pays attention. And
Yeah,
you're just
no.
like, God, guys, stop.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, guys, like, listen. You can't watch it, and you can't like it either, because I'm watching it. This is my thing. Actually, I
how
like
many of those
Hocus
people-
Pocus. I like Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Not one of my favorites.
I also see it's so tied with like once again, it's the nostalgia thing, and that's what they pull from. I understand, you know, we're all marks because they
Yeah,
get us in our
yeah.
nostalgia feels. I get it, but it's such a big part of like the Halloweens of my childhood with
Sure.
my brothers, and like we watched
Even
it.
though
And
it came out in summer, you know. Like,
it did, but it hit pay-per-view in the fall, and I remember watching
Right.
that one year. We watched it like 10 times in a row.
Yeah.
And it was a background movie. It was just
No, I
on.
got you.
So
I
that
got
movie
you.
was on the TV during like getting ready for trick or treat, like coming.
sure, no, I
So
get it. It didn't become one of those for me.
Okay.
Until later.
Oh, yeah.
But even like I'll still watch it. I still like it.
Yeah, yeah.
My favorite part is when they think Penny Marshall's brother, the actor who is
Yeah.
the devil.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of the
you
whole
could have been a
movie.
tight
Yeah.
end.
And then like they're dancing and she
Gary
comes
Marshall.
Gary Marshall. And Penny comes down the stairs and she's
Yeah.
like, "That's it!" Like
Yeah.
that's my favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah.
But they're like, "Master," and like he's just like, girls," you know, like
Yeah.
because we all had that old guy in our neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah,
that was
yeah.
like, you know.
The one that you used to go into this house during Halloween, and you play hide and seek in the dark.
No.
No.
What? All right.
I'm sorry. Cut this. That's
Yeah,
not
well-
that's not for the air. Sorry.
We all called him Uncle for some weird reason.
yeah.
No. All right.
Find the pumpkin.
It's actually more like finding a gourd.
Oh, they're both the same thing.
Shorby! Anyway, all right. So my next one is also another T-shirt.
Yeah,
design.
you were down with the T-shirts.
There was two of them. Actually, there was three. We didn't get the one, but
Right.
my two. The other one was "Can't Hold My Liquor," and it's straight up Ghost pouring a pint, and it's
Yeah.
just going right through them. And I was like, if ever there was a T-shirt
Yep.
that would personify my ghost.
Yeah. Because then you start drinking, you start peeing a lot.
I do. I pee my pants.
Yeah.
I go pee-pees in my pants.
We've all been there.
But it's just a thing I do.
You don't even try to stop it.
No, I just
Okay.
go.
Yeah. All right.
Let it rip.
Yeah.
This chair, your chair that you
Yeah.
let me sit in,
Yeah.
piss.
Yeah, I know.
Ryan. But no, it's similar to a shirt that I wore to a
Here for the booze.
or to the Thin Veil event. My
Yeah.
first one I was there.
Yeah.
I had a T-shirt. It's a ghost drinking a beer. It says I'm only here for the booze.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
apparently I was known as the guy on the cemetery tour
Yeah.
who loaded his pockets with the Oktoberfest
Yeah.
bottles and
Yeah.
had that shirt and was like, "Woo, it's fucking fun."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm a good time.
You are.
You know it.
I do know it.
You do know.
You know it. Sorry. One of the other things that I actually did like, which I thought was kind of cool. So, walking in and seeing that Wednesday Addams thing, which like whatever, and
Yeah.
hey, the new Wednesday Addams, kids love it. Great, I don't care. But they had.
Is she kind of a whore? Is that why they like it?
I don't think they have her involved in any sexual activity whatsoever.
Okay, I didn't watch it. No.
No, my kids watch it. It's very much for like preteens.
Okay.
Yeah. Not a whore at all.
I don't know.
Yeah. Why did you assume that she was? What's your problem?
Because it's a Halloween costume, bro.
Okay.
Marketed to women.
Yeah, right.
Are you
Anyway, so they have this new Wednesday shit, but they also had a whole section of classic Addams Family stuff.
Yes, they did.
And one of the accessories they had was Wednesday's headless doll, and I thought that was really fucking cool.
It is cool. Yeah.
I was like, you know what? That's pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
they came in, we're like, all right, well, we're doing the Netflix one, but
Yeah.
then they showed a little bit of their Halloween, like, bona fides by
Yeah.
having the Wednesday doll
And
without
they-
the head. And I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and to piggyback off that one section, they had kind of the actual classic Uncle Fester
Yeah.
with the light bulb in the
Yeah.
mouth, and like
Yeah.
I might have to be that.
And Beeb is going to be Cousin It.
Baby is gonna be cousin it.
You hear that, Beeb?
I'm gonna try to sell it to her when I get home.
Yeah. She doesn't have a choice.
Hey man. Oh wait, actually, I do have that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, after piggybacking off that, I do have a third T-shirt.
Yeah.
And you know, my wife.
Yeah.
It says, "Never accept a ride from strangers," and it's two kids on a broom. You know, in the front is a classic, awesome Halloween witch.
Yeah.
There's a nice, sweet ass jack-o'-lantern, a nice black cat.
Yeah.
You know, this is a awesome. I might have to get it for my wife T-shirt. You know, and the witch itself is awesome. Like that's a cool design. Like that's one of the ones I wish were real.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
yeah.
I also kind of noticed like the whole like layout of the store, and because I have two teenage daughters and another daughter that's 9, they're way into things that are in Hot Topic. So we do go into Hot Topic a lot. I noticed that Spirit Halloween has kind of taken a lot of the stuff from the 90s and early 2000s store,
or the
like
store.
yeah, they've taken the aesthetic from the Hot Topic of that time and put it into the store now. Like where you go to check out all those trinkets,
Yeah, you know
the
what that's
T-shirts.
for? No, that's for the adults now.
Yeah,
That's for us. You're like,
Yeah.
oh man,
yeah, I
Hot
guess.
Topic.
Yeah.
This it gets you in. You're like, oh, I have to buy everything on the way out.
They do try to get you. I mean, they're you know genius level.
Yeah, and then you're like, I just want to break you down to belly. That's what that was in the store all the time.
Are you gonna get through this episode? Because I feel like you're like teetering already.
This is our fun shit, man.
Oh, okay.
I get to do what the fuck I want. I'm the host here,
All right,
motherfucker.
relax. In my house.
In my house. I host ODB.
Yep. So the next thing that I liked, they had, like I said before, those yard inflatables, those balloon things, whatever the fuck you call them. They had a Killer Clowns from Outer Space one, which was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
They had the 3 dudes, you know.
Yeah, I saw you were like, I gotta take this picture. I was like, oh, all right.
I just thought it was kind of cool because it's colorful, it's fun. It's
big.
What?
It's big. Like,
It's big, yeah. It's just a, you know, I mean this. I don't know what they have to do with Halloween. I guess because we went over this at some point, didn't we? Where horror movies took over the holiday of
Yes,
Halloween. We went
yes,
over this.
yes.
It's
We'll save
fun.
all this stuff for the end when we get to
Yeah,
that
yeah,
section.
yeah. It's fun, and I just, you know, I thought it was kind of a little cool addition because, like, yes, it's one of the franchises they have, but hey, man, I wouldn't be mad if I saw this on somebody's lawn.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of fun.
I'm super not a fan of that movie.
It's fine. It's like it's all right.
I see, but I'm not one of those people that like it's fine. I remember being a kid,
Yeah.
and like you know, my dad, my older brother putting
Yeah.
it on. I was never like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I don't like the cotton candy gun and shit. Like I was never like this is super cool. I was always like, it's
You were more into Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
that movie kicks ass,
Does.
dude.
Because there's a
The
clown.
dishes are done.
Yeah, there's a clown aspect to that movie too.
Sure,
Clown
there
dog.
is. Yeah, clown dog, which is way better than regular clowns
Yeah.
because it's a fucking hot dog.
You know what would go right now? A fucking chili cheese dog right about now.
With onions too.
Yeah, I go for
Diced onions?
Yeah.
Bro.
Sorry.
Anyway, so, you know, I never, like, I get the appeal to people.
Yeah.
There's this whole, we talked about it. There's this whole, like, group of people that, like,
Their personalities are dictated by the movies they like,
yeah, or that they're.
or the genres that they like.
Or no, the ones that substitute personality for liking
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I'm not saying that's everyone that likes this movie. Don't at me. I don't want the emails.
Nobody ever adds here.
People at me all the time, bro.
Get out of here.
They're like, yo, what's up with Jay?
That's never happened.
That happens all the time.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
I want to see evidence.
All right, I'll bring it up. No, I never, like, even as a kid, I never was. And then, like, I went to my buddy's college, and his roommate, he lived in the house, was like, oh, man, you know Killer Clowns from Outer Space? And I was like, yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah.
my dad and my older brother forced horrible horror movies on me
Yeah.
my whole life.
Yeah.
You know? Well, until I was 11 for dad, but...
God damn.
Hey-oh! Getting dark on ODP. But my older brother forced no. But yeah, I've had to watch terrible horror movies.
Yeah.
And B-rated shit. Some are kind of fun, but like this one, I'm like guy in the boxing one. I'm like, ugh.
I get why people like it. It's
Sure.
it's a shtick, and it's got like the colors. It's fun.
And
It's
that
got the
metal
weirdness.
song, not my cup of tea. Not my witch's brew, Jack.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
There was a T-shirt there that I liked. That there was a pretty cool Creepshow design, which I appreciated. But then I went to look to see if they had my size, and it didn't go up to men's sizes.
Yeah. You know what they did have in your size?
What'd they have?
Skelleboner.
I know. I might get that just for fun.
We should duel. We should duel with the Skelleboners.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
I'll do it.
All right, I'm down.
Yeah, but how would they know who's who? Well, when I win, they'll just know it's me. That's it.
Oh, nice, nice. No, anyway, no, that's good. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so my next one. All right, so for those that aren't so crafty, right, that don't have the resources around them, it is nice. There is a section in here in Spirit that they're doing now, which I really like. One of them, they're doing like yard decorations now, right? And not just like the little ones. Like this one's really cool. It's a fresh grave mound, and it comes with like, it looks like it's a freshly dug grave.
Yeah.
That's sick. It's a freshly dug grave, and they give you the shovel and the tombstone.
Yeah.
And it looks great, dude. Like, and for the price, I'm gonna say this is a good value, especially if you're gonna do like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
And the other ones, it's really cool. This is a hit for me with them.
Yeah.
Like them doing this is really cool. It's cost effective. It's all right there, and like.
And I think it also like it kind of fosters the love of like home DIY haunt stuff, which I think is cool. Like gets you going down that path.
And like, let's say you're doing something even more extravagant.
Yeah.
And you don't want to waste the time on the gravesite thing.
Right.
You can pop down to Spirit, grab like 4 or 5 of these,
Yeah.
and spend your time on your big haunt.
Yeah.
I love that. That's one thing I really do love about that.
I'm surprised, honestly, that they haven't come out with their version of the 12-foot skeleton yet,
They had the 7-foot one there.
but not a 12-foot.
Yeah. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that.
Because why compete with Home Depot, who already has a stranglehold on it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they already have the stranglehold on the animatronics. Even though Home Depot has a couple.
Home Depot is pretty damn good.
Yeah, but they're like literally $100 more of everything they do at Home Depot in Spirit. Like if you get like the werewolf one, that like they have a Spirit one that's literally like $100 less.
Yeah.
They're both ridiculous.
Yeah.
But Home Depot just jacks it up because most of it is like dads that are like, I'm gonna, I got it this year, $400. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Like there's that markup. Like Spirit's expensive as shit.
It is.
Let's be frank.
Yeah.
But you get that whole, Home Depot pricing of seasonal shit.
Yeah.
Guess who gets raked over the coals? You do at Home Depot.
Yeah, it's true.
For Christmas trees around Christmas time.
Yeah.
This being from a guy that's bought one Christmas tree from Home Depot and will never buy one again.
Okay.
Besides the one that does the snow. You ever see that one? That the tree snows on
This is a
itself?
Halloween episode, yeah?
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Well, you weren't into what I was saying before that.
I'm
You're
listening,
fucking
man.
in your phone.
I'm looking at the pictures I took. Dick.
All right, man.
So anyway.
But they had this Christmas.
Fucker.
Hey, man, I love you.
I love you too. So the next thing that I saw that I actually liked but also disliked was I like the fact that the clown shit really does seem to be like really be like that area is shrinking. It's like that carnival stupid clown aesthetic that I wanted to die since what? When did we officially retire that for the world?
We retired that our first year. So what? 2001.
Yeah.
2021.
2021.
Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Yeah.
2021. Yeah. Yeah, we retired that for the
It should have
world.
been retired in 2001.
Yeah. Because it started in like 99 and they fucking went balls deep with that shit.
Yeah, and I hate it, and I'm glad to see it shrinking because, like, every year I know people do clowns. It's a scary thing, and whatever. But I was glad to see because, like, last year, remember, I think I went off on the goddamn, like, enough with the clowns already. And
one of us always does that one
because it's so weak. It's so weak.
Yeah.
And they never change anything. It's black, white, and red stripes. Oh, look at this knife. This knife has spots on it. Like,
Yeah, whatever.
big stupid shoes, but with a blood spatter on it.
My nose comes off, and there's the nose on the skeleton nose.
Yeah, and here's a baseball bat, and here's they take all their props that they have in the other section that are regular, and then they put it in the clown paint.
Yeah,
I hate it. I hate it so much. The circus clown, just bullshit.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
no, it's fine. It's fine. You're right.
Yeah.
Like, oh god, the whole I'm scared of clown things in the early 2000s took off. Everyone was scared of clowns.
Yeah.
I know you said, there are people that have those things, and I'm sympathetic to those folks, but it was forced upon the teenagers in the early 2000s that clowns are scary, and they're not. And I worked in haunted houses in the early 2000s. Yeah. And anytime there was like a clown theme or something, I was like, I hate you to the boss. Like, this is stupid. Yeah. And then people are like, oh, I'm so scared of clowns. A clown's coming out. I'm like, no, you're not. You're just a whore.
Nice.
Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a whore quality. I don't know if you know that.
Being afraid of clowns.
Yeah. Well, saying you're afraid of clowns.
Saying, okay.
Yeah. Because you're like, oh. If you said you were afraid of clowns in the early 2000s, you grew to a whore.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Is that canon?
I just stamped it with confirmed.
Wow. All right. Blowing it wide open there, buddy.
All right, so past the clown thing, if you wanted to make a clown on your lawn, or you want to make a Michael Myers on your lawn, you want to make a scarecrow on your lawn,
the dude sitting there in the chair holding the candy
on the
bowl.
Lawn, anything you wanted to do. When I was a kid, I did this. I did this a couple years, and I'll tell you what, I spent fucking hours constructing the form to put whoever character was sitting on the lawn that I would take place on Halloween night. Yeah. Dude, Spirit does the stuffed dummy prop now. And I gotta tell you, I love that. That's another hit for them. Mm-hmm. Goes for the home haunt, those people that are inspired to make the home haunt.
You should be that for Halloween this year.
The stuffed dummy prop?
Yeah. How funny would that be?
Well, I have the beard, though.
Yeah, that would be hysterical. Imagine running around, that's your costume.
Yeah, but someone would need to, like, walk around with the picture of it, because a lot of people wouldn't get it. Even the people that go to Spirit all the time, they're like, I'm here to get my fucking horror chorus hat. Even them, they wouldn't get it.
We saw somebody there trying to get their horror chorus hat.
Yeah, with their daughter.
Oh, yeah, the OnlyFans mom.
OnlyFans mom was there, yeah. Wild.
It was wild.
I would do it if people would get it, but they won't. They just won't get it. It would be me and you laughing and high-fiving.
And honestly, isn't that all that matters?
Not really. I mean, like, for us it matters, but, like, people... here's the deal. You don't have to deal with this. Hey, what are you? You don't have to deal with that all night. Hey, what's this? And I'm going to be like, oh, stop fucking dummy.
You just make a fart noise when anyone asks you a question.
Because I'm going to be... I don't think we're doing the party this year, but I know you're doing the party this year.
We are doing the party this year.
I know, so I'm not going to be here fart noising at your guests.
Why not? It's basically what you did last year.
No, it isn't.
Yeah. You just sat smoking cigarettes watching the Phils. And now I come over, Ken, hey, Halloween party. You're like...
No, you got mad at me at one point.
Did I?
Yeah, you grabbed me.
I did?
You're like, everything I fucking say. And I was like, whoa, bro. And then you came over and you hugged me again.
Oh, I could have been drunk at that point.
You were, so was I. And you didn't like that I was, everything you were saying, I was like, what, are you some kind of gay sponsors or something? Like, I was like, I was in mode. I was recovering from the night before.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun. We're giving them an insight.
Depths of the drunkenness doesn't count.
I know. We got over it. We're obviously still here. It's almost Halloween again.
We're healing.
Yeah, we're healing. ODP nature is healing itself.
Oh my God.
We're back. Oh, come on. Let's give them what they want.
Sure.
But anyway, so this stuffed dummy prop, I think, is an awesome thing for the home haunt. I think they're kind of leaning into that kind of thing more, which is good. Yeah. Because Party City doesn't do this anymore. Now they're leaning back into the old Spirit shit.
Party City is all costumes now.
Right. They're leaning back into what Spirit was doing.
Yes.
And now Spirit's kind of like leaning that way. And I love that where, like, it is kind of cost effective, especially if you're spending 4 hours constructing a dummy. So, like, now you could do this and you can dress this fucker up any way you want.
Yeah, don't be a dummy. Buy our dummy.
Yeah. Whoa. So, like, yeah, you could just, you could just do that, and you can make it Michael Myers, Freddy, Jason, anyone.
It's great.
Make your own creation.
Yeah.
And it's good. And I love that they're doing that. That's a big two thumbs up.
Yeah, live
From
your
old Kenny
UFC
Dubs.
fantasies out on it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, right.
Put it in a rear naked choke, whatever.
Yeah, put some weight in it because they have those weighted dummies. That
Right.
Because they want to make sure they have the right weight.
That's how real professionals become fighters.
it's like it's an 80-pound dummy as opposed to the 170-pound man that you're
you
wearing.
double the weight of what it
and they're
is.
like,
Yeah.
no, this still is more accurate.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's not, because that person moves as well.
Yeah. Do you think if you bang this into my head a few more times, I'll get cauliflower ear? You think they ever say that?
No, they just fucking
just
scrape
go
their
home and
ear.
hit their head with
hit
a
their
hammer.
ear with a hammer.
Yeah, and they just stand around like those.
Yeah, they're like, oh man, I gotta drain it again. And it's like, really?
Sorry, folks. I went to a weird spot.
Welcome to Another Dangerous Podcast,
Yeah.
gang. This is what we do here.
It's what we do.
If you want connected episodes that don't trail off, go visit us over at Learning Lovecraft Podcast.
yeah, we stay on target.
Yeah, we stay on
Pretty
target
well.
there, and every topic is concise and
Yeah.
informed. We rant over here. We have a good time. This is therapy for us, and hopefully you.
Yeah.
If it isn't, fuck your mother.
Fuck your mother, James.
Yeah, fuck your mother, James.
So, over by the animatronic section, the one that I like the most, and this one's been all over social media. It's the one that's called Gordo. It's that pumpkin that it's a jack-o'-lantern, and then it opens,
Yeah,
and it has like
it's
the
sick.
stringy like guts with the seeds. It makes like some fun noises and shit.
Yeah.
I thought that was, in my opinion, that was my favorite one.
Yeah, that one's sick as shit. I think the design of it.
That's the noise it made.
Yeah, I love that one. I love how they designed it with like the sinew of the tissue and the materials in the middle. Yeah, that's definitely that would be one I would buy if I had a yard.
Yeah.
$150 though?
That was way overpriced. There must be something I'm missing. Does it come with that pillar?
I don't think so.
No. $150, way over the price. And I guarantee either Home Depot or Lowe's will have their version of it,
Right.
which will be cheaper. Yeah, because they're going to try to undercut them. I'm telling you.
Well, they have to because because they've been overcutting them.
Yeah.
They've been like the same thing, and Home Depot's like.
Speaking of which,
You're in the union.
Home Depot, Home Depot has a lighting thing that goes into their 12-foot skeleton. Like it goes in the rib cage and lights it up. I gotta go get that.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Yeah.
I love that thing. I love that you got it, man.
Oh, I had to. There was one left.
I know, but you doing it, I was just like, yeah, you did. Like there was a moment, where I was just like, that's why I'm here. Like I had that moment of like, yeah, Jay got a house. I was thinking, if he has, when you got this house, I was like, if he doesn't get that,
I had to.
I was like, I don't know. I don't know if he's the Jay I know.
Oh, I had to.
I know you.
I couldn't afford it at the time either. I was like, I'm getting it. I was like, it's gonna make me feel good.
And that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
It's a can't afford it, he gets it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the Jay I know. That's my Jay. That's my Jay. But no, yeah, hell yeah, you better get it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so all right, so these home haunt things that they're doing now, which I really love, because I love you. These home haunt things that they're doing now, which is really cost effective, I feel, even though it's a little more expensive, but you can get them in the bundles. They have all these different vibes of like fencing. They even have the wood one that was separated, which was really cool. The wood one I thought was really cool too, because it's a different aesthetic. If you want to do like kind of like the scarecrowy or Leatherfacey or whatever you kind of do. These other ones, they kind of look like the wrought iron and they have all the different designs, but there's ones that are just like straight up iron. They don't have the skulls on, which I really dig, and they have all the varieties of different tombstones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if you're doing the big haunt, once again, like I'm saying, like you can go get all your side pieces. You can go get your other side pieces.
My side pieces usually do the hard work. I have them on like
right. Your bottom bitch, right? That's it. No, but you can get all your other like little side aesthetics, and different, gravestones, tombstones.
Yeah.
The fucking whole like looks like a freshly dug grave.
Yeah.
Like you could have all those things, and like you could make your huge home with all your other shit, and these just fill in the gaps, which is awesome. Or you could just do these and make a cool little cemetery thing. It's magic.
You could, you literally could take a trip there and just put together a little cemetery scene, which I think is really cool.
That's really awesome. I know you're gonna put out a little more than if you did it yourself.
Yeah.
But, you work for the union.
However, I hate styrofoam tombstones. Because they don't give you any kind of appliance
to
effectively
to weigh
anchor
it
it to the
down,
ground,
yeah.
because those little spikes they give you, bullshit. You get more than a breath on those things, and they not
they're
only do they
gone.
fly, but
They're
they
gone.
shatter because
Yeah.
they're made out of garbage styrofoam.
Yeah.
So I love that they have them, but my buddy actually, and I've got a few coming. He takes my shout out to my buddy Kurt. He takes the tombstones and then he vacuum forms over them. Okay, makes a mold, turns it over, fills it with Quikrete, the quick setting concrete.
I know what it is.
And then he puts these metal pieces in there so you can like hold them up, and they're the designs. They're just he makes the mold and they're fucking perfect.
And then he like airbrushes them or paints them or
He
whatever.
puts this concrete stain on them that makes them look like weathered tombstones.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
Fucking awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm actually gonna go get them from him soon
Hell
because
yeah.
I had a few at the old house, and in the day between that I went back and forth, someone stole them from my old shed. So
Garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yep.
On to your next one, pal.
Yeah. So the next one that kind of caught my eye, there was a really decent, and it was just kind of came out of nowhere, a really decent looking.
The skeleton face, the skull.
No, the Gillman.
Oh yeah, the Universal
mask.
Monster. Oh, that's one thing. The decline of the clowns and the incline of Universal Monster stuff.
Yeah,
That was one thing we were talking about.
they were
in there.
definitely moving that out, and there's an effort to put the Universal monsters in there, which I love that.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but they were doing it a little bit. I only saw Frankenstein, one creature of the Black Lagoon, and one Invisible Man.
Yeah, but the Frankenstein you were saying has been taken over.
Yes, we saw a bunch of his stuff.
Yeah.
There was a blanket of Frankenstein, no others. I think
need
they're
that.
kind of just like easing it in there because there is the tendency, and I can see from like a marketing standpoint, like you take all the Universal monsters, whether there's 7 or 8,
Yeah.
you take them all and put them there, they're not going to sell because it almost becomes
Let's count 'em.
white noise.
Creature, Frankenstein, Werewolf, Dracula, Phantom of the Opera,
Bride of Frankenstein.
Bride of Frankenstein, Invisible Man. Did we say Creature from Black Lagoon?
Yep, I think that's all of them.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde? Is that one?
It depends. It depends
Because
who
they
you
have
ask.
that one that's like.
It depends who you ask, because there's the Lon Chaney one, and
Right.
then there's the depends who you ask. Phantom of the Opera, though, for sure.
Off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I think I did pretty good.
You did pretty good. Anyway, my point is, like, you look at a display, and if you put them all
Yeah.
on there, then it all becomes about them. But they're like,
Yeah.
hey, no, just put Frankenstein in there. You know, and
And Frankenstein and Wolfman, they're like, that's my love language.
they're the working class monsters.
Hey man,
Yeah.
those are my guys.
Yeah. I always lean towards Dracula myself.
You are the Dracula of the party, my friend.
Thanks. Yeah, so on to your next one there, buddy.
All right, dude. This is probably like my favorite thing that they had there.
Uh-huh.
And it's just the gargoyle lanterns
Yeah, those are cool.
with like the aesthetic of like the
flickering flame.
flickering flame.
Yeah.
Which is like a little fan in a thing. It's simple enough.
Yeah.
In its design.
Yeah.
But it just looks fucking cool. The light that goes up, it flickers. It's like an easy way to safely make like your place look like it's pretty
Gothic castle.
Yeah. A cool ass Gothic
They're
castle.
expensive though.
Are they? How much did you look at the price?
Like $100 each.
Each?
Like I want to get like 6.
Well, no. See, where I eventually am moving, 2 of these.
At least
I
one
could do-
right here. Or over there.
Yeah,
That'd be fucking cool.
or one of each.
Yeah.
They're so. I think these are really cool.
They
I
are.
really like that. And honestly, besides the screaming jack-o'-lantern, which I really love.
Yeah.
I think this is the coolest thing that they got there.
Yes.
And I know I'm going heavy with the home haunt thing.
Well, that's the best fucking thing.
And
You know.
it just, and I think I like that they're kind of taking that initiative
Yep.
to kind of get there, because we want to love Spirit Halloween.
Oh, we do.
We want
Yeah,
to
we
go
do.
there and be like, you know, like it was Toys R Us when we were fucking 11. Like we wanted to be
Yeah.
there. Or like it was Toys R Us when we were fucking 25. Or like it was Toys R Us when we were fucking 37.
Yeah.
You know, we want it to be like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're just
know.
not doing it. And
Dude, there's post and rail years, you know. there's post years, which are great, and then there's the years in between, like a fence, post
Yeah.
and rail.
Yeah.
And this year is a rail year, and it's okay, but it's still Spirit Halloween. You
Right.
could still go in, like, if you need a dose of that,
Yeah.
you could go in. And to piggyback on what you were saying about like the yard haunt stuff, I think that's just as important, because there's people that don't. There's some people that don't dress up for Halloween because either A, they don't have a party to go to, they're may think that they're too old, or just don't have the time,
Yeah.
and they're like, well, I choose to focus on my house decorations. And I think it's cool that they have all these animatronics and decorating things that are there, so people who really, really do get into the haunt aspect of their own home, they really can, really get into it.
Right. It's almost like an apology for that movie they made.
I didn't even see it.
Dude.
I think that they want that to just go away.
They do. They've realized they messed up.
Yeah.
And they did dirt to Chris Lloyd. But yeah, let's move on. I actually have I think 5 more.
I have 3 that I'm going to bundle together.
Okay.
There was a pile of boxes near the other animatronics that they didn't have displayed, which kind of pissed me off. But there was a few of them. There was the Straw Man, which was this scarecrow guy.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Then there was Eternal Rest, which was
Yeah.
this very cool animated tombstone.
Hell
Like
yeah.
it was like a woman with like a drape
angel,
over her head.
The angel kind of deal, right?
Yeah, no wings though. She almost looks like Mary.
Right, okay.
And she's like touching the tombstone. It says like, in memory of my eternal love until we meet again. That whole thing. And then the head swivels to a skeleton with glowing red eyes.
Yeah, that's sick. You
I might
have
go
to,
back
Yeah,
and get
you might
that.
have to get
I
that.
really do
I
like
really
that.
think that's your speed. I think.
Yeah, and then also with it, they had this a fucking skull pile, a
Yeah.
fogging skull pile.
That was sick too, man.
Yep.
Like that section had a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, where are these? Why aren't these up?
I don't know why
Yeah.
they weren't set up, but I bet if you went to a bigger store,
Right.
they'd probably be more set up. Not that this one had a decent amount
right.
there.
But probably tomorrow I'm taking Britt to the one
Yeah.
at Franklin Mills, and I'll send pictures.
Yeah, so the fogging skull pile, it's a pile of skulls, and
Fucking skull pile.
and the inside is lit with this orange red
Right.
light, and then it also, so it's like coming out of the eyes and nose holes, and then you have what?
That was just funny. The nose holes.
Yeah,
I just thought it was funny.
So then you also have like then there's like a fog machine attached to it, so
Yeah.
it looks like they're smoldering.
Right, and
like
the
smoldering
detail
skulls.
on it was really cool. I thought the coloring and everything. was really
It
cool.
looks pretty good. I mean, even that straw man was pretty cool looking, and I don't want to say that I've seen that before, but
I think they had it last year.
yeah, they may
Yeah.
have. The Eternal Rest one though,
That's up there. I think.
I do like it.
I think weighing out the price of that and the Screaming Jack-o'-lantern might be your.
I'm not doing the Screaming Jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, 150 is too much, right?
No, it's way too much for what that is.
All right, so on to a hate of mine,
Go for it.
and it's a hate of yours as well.
Mm-hmm.
The Camp Crystal Lake jerseys.
I don't get this at all.
I don't either.
And then they show the dude with the mask on and the machete.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't like it. Maybe they're just trying to relate it to sports.
Because he has a hockey mask on. So
Sure.
here's a jersey to go with it. Because it is a hockey jersey.
It is a hockey jersey, but it's that's so stupid.
But then
Why are you so stupid?
grab Spirit by the neck. But then they did it for other franchises too. There's a Scream one. There's a Saw one. I think I saw.
Also, in the same boat of the jersey,
Yeah.
there's the Letterman jacket.
Yeah, and then I don't get that either. It's just throwing the. It's just throwing the.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
The
You know what it
logos.
is?
What's that?
It's the too cool for trick-or-treating or to go all out.
Yeah, I get. Yeah,
I'll put
probably.
on the jersey. I don't have to even wear the mask or the machete.
Yeah.
But they throw that in there.
Yeah.
So I can just be like, oh, what do you mean I'm wearing a costume? It's a jersey.
Yeah.
And you know what I say to those people?
What?
Suck fist. You know?
Suck
You know what I mean?
fist.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotcha.
Not really suck fist, but also dude, just shut up.
Yeah. No,
Don't even participate. I'd
Well,
prefer
if that
that.
dude, so maybe that's the dude that gave your boy a ride to the party. He's like, look, man, can he hang out? And it's like, is he gonna be all right? Is he wearing a costume? He comes in with this on. You're like,
I
all
did
right, all right.
I gave leeway one time for my old big Halloween parties.
Mm-hmm.
A guy showed up and I told him, it's to kid Zach Ostro. Yeah, I'm calling you out.
Whoa.
He was friend of my friend Katie,
Yep.
Katie Walsh, huge into Halloween, huge into Star Wars, worked at Haunted Houses. She was awesome. Friend of his worked at me at Guitar Center.
Yeah.
Showed up and I explicitly,
Yeah.
I might have even grabbed him by the face and shook it.
Yeah.
Said, you come to my party,
Yeah.
you come correct.
Yeah.
Halloween costume.
You come
You know what
heavy or
he,
you
know
don't
what
come
he
at all.
fucking showed up in?
No.
And he drove Katie there. And this is why
What did he show up in?
black hoodie, and he took the label off a Snapple glass Snapple, and he put it on his shirt.
Is he still alive?
I almost killed him, but he was also Katie's ride home.
Dude, but go get some face paint. Do something.
That was the year the dude pulled the thing out of the bathroom wall, and I almost killed him.
Right.
Yeah. Then Ian fixed it. Ian somehow in his mania, wild. But yeah, no, that was a weird year.
Yeah.
I think that was you came as the full-on vampire with the gauntlets.
It was my version of Dracula fresh out of the tomb.
Yeah, and you were like, I was like, I don't know what to be this year, and you were like, be a vampire. I was like, vampires suck. And then you showed up with that, and I was like, I'm sorry, vampires don't suck. Yeah. And then I was the Wolfman that you made fun of.
Yes.
No, wait. No, I was Ricky Bobby that year.
Yes.
That was my Ricky Bobby year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It was good. It worked out for me, buddy. Anyway.
So my next one is not a hate or a love. I just kind of laughed. And this is the X-Men 97 Gambit costume.
Here's the deal with that, though.
And here's why I didn't hate or like, just a laugh, because I was like, oh, if I was in 6th grade, I would have bought the shit out of it.
Yeah, because honestly, if you look at it,
it's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Seriously, if you're going to any franchise and they're pulling that out, dude, that's the best costume for Gambit.
It is.
That's straight up Gambit, dude.
It is.
Like, how are you going to hate on that? Not you, I'm saying anyone.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him to throw cards, and when it doesn't glow pink.
Yeah, I love the guy but in there, he's like holding it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you got a card. It's
yeah,
cool.
he has
Does it come?
card.
Wait, let me see. Does it come with the card?
I don't think so.
Comes with the jacket, jumpsuit with attached boots, covers, mask, and gloves. All right.
That's why it's so small.
And they don't give you the bow staff either.
No.
That's kind of weak. But
also says, wait, a Cajun accent not included.
All right, guys. So, even though every year, not just Spirit Halloween, but every female with daddy issues since 1996 has exhausted The Nightmare Before Christmas. And I was there. I saw it on my birthday. I was there. You can't, there's this hanging plaque that says, Hail the Pumpkin King, and it's the flaming jack-o'-lantern that gets thrown. And it's sick. I was like, finally, wow, something really cool from Spirit Halloween Studios that they are churning out. I was going to buy it on the spot, but I was like, I'll get it another time. I'm sure it'll be there. But it's actually sick. It's
a cool looking design, and it's I share the same sentiment with you that I can't believe they made something cool from Nightmare Before Christmas this far out.
Yeah.
What are we, like 35 years since it came out?
Yeah.
I mean, not that movies that old can't be cool, but like they pump out so much merchandise based off of this thing that it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is gonna be my last pick because this gave me a really good laugh. The kid's Joey Bag of Donuts Ghostbusters costume.
Yeah, that was a good time.
There's a kid. It's just a jacket that has his name and has like a Ghostbusters thing on it.
It says Venkman.
It says Venkman. It's not the color. It doesn't appear in any of the movies, but it's like it's a budget Ghostbusters costume for a kid.
And the
kid on the cover is like,
oh yeah,
where's your sister?
Yeah.
Like
you can imagine me and Jay today at the Spirit Halloween when we saw that.
Yeah.
We spent 3 minutes in front of it doing his voice.
Yeah,
you know?
literally. Like, where's your sister? That fucking schkivoos.
Yeah. She got the show that fucking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in your fucking sister's ass.
I think that says it on the package.
Yeah, it does.
And then right around the corner was Alvarado as a Ghostbuster.
If you guys are a fan of the show and not a fan of the Phillies, there is a relief pitcher. One of our best names, Jose Alvarado.
Yep.
Whoever the model they got to play one of the Ghostbusters.
What do you mean the model? It's him.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah.
It looks just
so
like
they got the relief pitcher Jose Alvarado, and did you post it?
I'm going to.
Okay. Yeah. Jay is going to post it and call him out because he's also best friends with Brandon Marsh.
I am not.
No, you guys are best friends. It's
okay.
It's okay. It'll be other Dangerous podcasts with Jason and Brandon soon.
Right. I get a response to a message and I get bitch tones for eternity.
Oh, it's funny.
It is.
Oh, it's funny.
Those are my two closing ones because I thought those were fun.
Oh, they were great.
The kid, whoever had the balls to come out with that picture.
Yeah.
The kid with the
Yeah, you fucking. You
Like, I think the patch does say bag of donuts.
might.
Because the kid is hysterical. Just like the stance, like,
Yeah.
like he just came in, he just pulled like a Kramer moment or something. Like,
And who was like, oh, be Bill Murray.
yeah.
This
he's
is
like,
what Bill Murray does. Whoa. Ghosts. But I have one last one,
Go for it.
and it was the first thing we saw. We got in there that I really liked. It was from Trick or Treat. It's a frame picture, and it's holographic of all the kids from that segment. On
Oh, the lenticular
yeah.
one. Very cool.
Yeah, by the school bus
Yeah.
with all the classic Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, I really like that, but
It was in
really,
like an aged wooden frame. That was
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
That actually was pretty cool. I actually liked that. I was like,
yeah,
you know
I
what?
liked it a lot, and I was like, if I don't have the room for it now, I would have picked it up, and I might end up picking it up. But we just went to Browse today to pack it all in for this episode. And I do want to say one thing though, that when you walk into Spirit Halloween,
Yeah.
you want the atmosphere, right?
Yes.
You want to walk in, you want those songs pumping, right? Like you want to come in.
Blasting so loud that it cuts my my trip to the store short.
Yeah, you want them loud enough that you feel like, okay, I'm supposed to be looking for Halloween stuff. I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be looking for costume decorations.
Yeah.
And it just sucked that we got to one section and was one speaker, oddly enough, playing Andre 3000's Dracula's Wedding
Yeah.
that me and my wife walked out to at my wedding, and it was awesome.
Right.
But I love that song, so I'm like, I get into the zone. I'm
Yeah.
like singing it. We're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. We're looking, and then we walk away. And, and
Wasn't playing
It
throughout
wasn't
the whole
playing
story.
anymore, and it's like,
Yeah.
that's bullshit. You make an environment that I want
A
to
bunch
be
of
part
crap.
This is a bunch of crap.
Yeah. ISIS Toyota.
Yeah, I still.
Yeah, I think in total, like the whole store, the whole vibe, it's like I feel like they've settled into all right, this is how we do it, you know?
They're like we're hand over fist. We
Yep, we don't-
cannibalize a dead store.
Yeah, we don't have to innovate too much, and I think that's only going to last it'll last them this year, may even last them next year, but then they're going to see people are tired of our shit,
Yeah.
and they're going to have to innovate again.
Right.
Because
They don't even have my friend Carissa with the wig pictures anymore.
well, that's
she's
the
not
first,
even modeling.
That's the first sign that they're having
Yeah,
trouble.
it's like whoa, Fawn isn't modeling your wigs anymore. Ugh,
no, people don't.
it's been 13 years. Oh.
Yeah. So it's you know what you're gonna get when you go there. It's
Yeah.
definitely they made the mold and now they're just baking cakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing.
Cupcakes.
Sure. So, it's fine. I'm not hating on it too much, but it's what it is. There's nothing new that was really exciting. It's just Spirit Halloween. You go
Yeah.
in there, you look at the animatronics, you step on the
Yeah,
pedals,
yeah.
you look at some of the costumes, and everything is the same. It's the same franchise. They put a couple new things in here,
Yeah.
but they're not reinventing the wheel, and it's just what it is, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
my only takeaway, like I said, is they actually are focused on the home haunt thing. They're actually giving cost-effective things for that.
They
which is
did
good.
juice that up a little bit, and I think that is, also to compete with Home Depot and the
Home
and
Depot.
Lowe's sucks. But
I don't even. Yeah, I don't
dude, Lowe's sucks.
They're not. Yeah, Lowe's. Yeah, you hear? Yeah, you hear me, Lowe's?
They don't care.
Yeah, they don't. You're right.
No, they just have to do it because they have to compete. But yeah, man. I mean, I liked it, but didn't love it.
Yeah.
There's always things that I don't like, which I feel that are lesser parts of the Halloween aesthetic. But those are some people's favorite parts, so I can't hate on it too
Right,
much. It's
right.
still Halloween. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. The best part about it is
Yeah.
these stores popping up.
Yeah.
It's close.
And
it's
now
the
that
season.
it's an event now because
Yeah, right.
dude, my Instagram feed, everyone
Yeah.
first trip over,
Yeah,
it's okay, cool.
And that's the best part about it. As much as it underwhelmed us, it still marks the beginning of the season, the beginning of the time. Soon enough. Bonfires, hoodies.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna, dude. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
won't be till after Halloween though.
No, dude. This is the most mild August we've had in 4 years. Believe it or not.
All right. Hey man, I hope the trend
I
continues.
told you
hope
this
you're
is
right.
the year that breaks it, and it's already doing it. Anywho,
Hot take, Kenny.
It's not a hot take. I'm telling you right now.
All right.
It's usually like 110 around this time of year.
Okay.
What I was saying was that this marks the beginning of the season. It's here now. We're very close to our favorite time.
Yeah.
And that's these popping up even if they're not open.
Yeah.
Even though the ones that are open are lackluster, they are still keeping the spirit
Yeah, I'm just
going.
I mean, I'm just saying it's not terrible. It's just, we've seen it all before.
Yeah.
And that's fine, and
Hollywood sucks.
they've settled into their, their thing, and that's cool. I'm not really knocking them. It's just that, you know what you're going to get going out there.
Yeah. It's
You get your pumpkin spice latte before you go out. You go to Spirit Halloween.
Yeah.
Cool, man. And I'm glad the culture has grown up around
Exactly.
it. It's fine.
Right.
It's just we know what we're getting. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. No, you're absolutely right. And it's like, it's so funny that like when the flagship store opens in Jersey, like
I went to that one year. It was terrible. There were so many fucking people.
Yeah.
They had to the one year that I went, they had to close the store. Like it was like 3 hours maybe after the store opened, because there were so many people and they couldn't control the door. People were just pouring it. It was
the parking lot. It's just like,
and the parking lot turned into
the cars are playing either Evanescence or Flyleaf.
Corn as well.
And you're right, Corn. Yeah. Maybe ICP. Maybe a little ICP.
I don't think so. I have yet to hear ICP.
Oh yeah, no, they
there.
go where they actually murder people. That's where that gets played.
Whoop whoop. I don't know.
Whoop. Yep. All right, guys. Well, I guess that's gonna do this for this year's trip to Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had more to tell you, but it's
kind of the same song.
It is.
There were some cool things like we said we brought up. There's things we hated, things we liked.
Yep.
And I hope the one by you, they have more animatronics. They bring the Skinwalker out. You let him run around.
The Skinwalker.
Or whatever the fuck his name is.
That's the thing, man. I don't even remember what it's
You
called.
know what's funny, though? This year, their sales associates
We're very helpful.
more engaged.
They were engaged.
They were,
But
like,
that
coming
could just
around.
be where we're at.
It could be, but we'll find out. I've never had that at any of them.
Dude, the one that opens up, like, down the road from here.
Oh, it's a time?
Dude, it's wild. I'll keep it short. Last year, we went there, like, it was, like, last minute we needed shit.
Yeah.
It's in like, an old Staples or something.
Yeah.
The kids working there couldn't be more out to lunch and just blazed out of their skulls. Like, this one kid, I was asking him a question, he couldn't even make eye contact. He was like, what? I was like, wow, dude. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, holy shit.
We pulled up because I think it was 2 weekends ago, the one near me in the quote-unquote Franklin Mills Mall.
Yeah.
Opened, and me and Brett were going to stop on Sunday.
Yeah.
We had to, like, go in the mall and walk all the way around. They didn't, like, use the outside entrance.
Yeah.
But, like, we saw the people who worked there.
Yeah.
We saw their cars.
Yeah.
And the bumper stickers told you everything you needed to know.
Oh, of course.
and one of them was, like, a Walking Dead bumper sticker.
Yeah.
And Britt, who still, like, watches this stuff, she was like, why do they have a Walking Dead bumper sticker? I was like, babe, because they work here.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
That's what this has become.
It has. It really has become. Folks, if you have your own Spirit Halloween horror stories,
Please.
feel free to either send them in, email them in, record them, and we'll play them on the show because Spirit Halloween is hysterical about 2 weeks before Halloween.
Yeah. we want those stories, send them in, and we'll play them on the follow-up episode.
Yeah.
But, all right, guys, for this episode of the Neighbors Podcast, I'm Ken James.
And I'm Jason
And
McKittrick.
as always, have a spooky. Thank you for listening to Other Dangers Podcasts. Have you encountered the other dangers? If so, you can email us at otherdangerspodcast@gmail.com. And if you'd like to have a discussion about the paranormal, you can find us at Other Dangers Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. There you can find submitted pictures, videos, and artwork from listeners. We are now streaming on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else podcasts are streamed. And after listening, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring you the other dangers.